So here we are on a focus trailing session in Boveny near Windsor with Jane Sharp, who's very experienced dog trainer, Mantrailing instructor, scent detection, scent imprint for dogs under Wesley Vischer. This was the first track of the day. We did about four or five, and in essence it's about building value for the actual trail. You can see the trail layer in the distance. She's walking in a straight line, and every 5-10 yards she's putting the lid of a pot on the floor with chicken in it.
Yeah,
and you can see her heading off into the distance.
Yeah. But again, it's just the owner. They think
putting those lids down with chicken on.
No,
the idea is getting the dog to
training, exercise,
keep their nose to the ground, find the lids with the reward on, and then continue on the trail. So they're learning to pick up that ground disturbance.
Good lad.
Similar to tracking, traditional tracking, whereby which you would start off with a short straight line. You would put a stake in the ground. You would do short footsteps, and in every footstep you would put a piece of chicken or cheese or what have you, getting the dog to keep their nose to the ground, and every time they go over a footstep they get a reward, and then you lessen the amount of rewards they get. So in every second footstep, every third footstep, and so on. And then, the value would be at the end of that track. So, the reward would be at the end. But you're teaching the dog to follow ground disturbance and to keep their nose to the ground. And you're, in a similar fashion, you're doing that with this focus trailing. So if you've got a big strong dog, or a dog that tends to, go off at 100 miles an hour, this can teach the dog to slow down a little bit, to focus more on the trail, and you're building value to that trail. So here Kaiser, he gets to sniff the scent article. I tell him to trail, and you'll see that he'll keep his nose down. He comes to a pot, or a lid rather, gets the chicken, lots of praise, and then same again. His nose is to the ground, and he's quickly learning that if he keeps his nose to the ground, that he's going to get a reward. So at the same time, he's also learning, if I keep my nose to the ground where it's all been disturbed and squashed and all that bacteria smell and what have you, different smell, he's learning that he'll get a treat. Whereas with Mantrailing, like I say, the value is at the end of the trail. So the dog finds the person and gets their reward at the end of the trail. Here you're adding value to the actual trail itself. And this is Kaiser's first go, so and the progression would be, you could do a shortish trail with lots of lids with their reward on the top of the lid, and then you lessen the number of lids or pots, increase the distance, etc.
Good.
Then you can get the dog to learn to freeze, do a freeze stare or a sit on a particular item like a washer or a coin, making sure it's large enough and that the dog's not going to snuffle that up and choke. So then what you can do is on the shortest trail you can put washers down, and then when the dog gives you a indication on the washer on the trail, then they get a reward.
Yeah.
So again, it's that value to the actual trail
Yeah.
And that comes in handy later on when you're searching for articles on the trail that a trail layer may have dropped. So you know you're on trail really.
Yeah, yeah.
It could be a wallet, a set of keys, a phone, you know, a glove, what have you. But you're getting
Oh,
the
that's
dog
good.
not to touch
Yeah.
it, but to
But like you say, I mean,
indicate
he'll
on
soon
it.
pick it up that
So
there's
it's
food on the trail.
another aspect to the manhunting, that you're, you know, adding articles that the trail layer has dropped.
Well, let's just rush off.
Yeah, yeah. Good lad.
So given that this was his first time at doing it, I think he did really well, and it's something you can do yourself. So
Sniff.
you know,
Trail.
you can lay the trail yourself. If you've got
Good
some stakes or
boy,
cones
good
or what have
lad,
you,
good lad.
you can
Work
lay
on.
it yourself, so you're getting the dog to keep its nose to the ground and follow the disturbance in the ground. He's just missed one there, but you get the idea. You can see what Kaiser's got to do, and that if he keeps his nose down, he gets the
Good
rewards.
boy, good
So
lad.
building that
Work
picture
on.
for him. So you're adding to their repertoire in respect to tracking, trailing, man-trailing. You're giving them another skill that they can utilise when they're on the trail, and just building that complexity up. So I will be putting some more videos
Good
up
boy,
with this focus
good
trailing
lad.
around where I live, around some residential areas, so you can see the progression. I've also got some videos coming up of some man-trailing beginner sessions. I'm going to video a couple of sessions coming up with an instructor, so that will
Good
give you an
boy.
idea of how we
Work on.
start the dogs off and what we do from the very beginning. You know, something that you can perhaps follow. You know, if you've got a decent harness and a long line, some of the basic equipment. And I will be putting together a video in the next couple of weeks of all the equipment that I use for the man trailing. And I'll add some links as well where you can get hold of this gear. So if you're wanting to start out, I'd always recommend trying to find an instructor, but some of the
boy.
skills, some of the
Work
stuff, teaching the freeze, doing this type of focus trailing, some of these skills you can do on your own. You know, you can teach the dog to freeze, to stare at something. Some of these skills are easy to teach on your own.
He's on it now.
So yeah, if you like the video, do give me a thumbs up, really helps the channel. Drop a comment if you'd like to see any other videos, or you know, you've got any comments. It really helps the algorithm. I'm going to video those sessions, like I say, a small channel like mine, grow them on the channel, and you'll be able to see the progression. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Dogs are taught from day one to trail and find a person.
Good
So yeah, like I say, give me a
boy, good
thumbs
lad.
up, subscribe
Work
if you
on.
can, share the video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
Good boy. Work on. Good lad. Work on. Good lad.
They reinforced that one because the
Good boy.
stick it in there. Stick it in there, Dad. I'm gonna work on it.
Go on.
Yeah.
Bloody woman stuck it
That
in
thing
there.
up, he said, out of there.
Good lad.
That was nice, I like that.
Yeah, you're
It's
a bit
unfortunate
better.
that he was distracted.
Good boy.
He did actually, because he came and it turned straight off and he went too far, but I think because he was distracted. Oh yeah, it was only about 2 paces he went over it, but then the head came up straight away and he knew he'd gone over it, yeah. That was really nice.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice, isn't it? Really good.